screen visible to everyone?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So first off, it is always important that you don't work on your data sets directly. So we might have to create another sheet, meaning, so in case of mistakes, so we don't lose expensive data or we don't lose things and then we're unable to get them back. So we can create a new sheet, which I believe everyone here knows how to do. The plus button. So I'm going to move everything here. Let's see, and then click here. So to conduct a proper analysis, I believe everybody understands the problem we are trying to solve, which is a research surrounding the use of organic products. I don't know if this is tailored to a particular demographic area, because I see we have questions on their place of residence, probably. So I don't know if this is a focus on Nigeria. That's why I said I would like that we have people who are going to respond. It can be an interactive section if the noise would not be too much. So first, we have to look into our data set to understand what each column is talking about. So on default, this is keeping record of our time. So from the Google Sheet, which this was gotten from, the first column always keep record of the time at which these responses are coming in. So this is where we can monitor time series. So if we are going to look into time series analysis, maybe we want to analyze how people answered in 2025 versus the responses we got in 2026. So this is a column that's going to help us filter that down. So we shouldn't take this away, should just keep it. So this column is asking us if they are backup students. So we should be getting a yes or no from here. And I'm going to teach us how to encode this into 1 and 0 because it's more easier to analyze when we have them as 1 and 0. Then, okay, just going to bring this. So the level, which is self-explanatory, we can tell what level they belong to. And I would like to know if we have a specific number of departments being listed at this section. Or is it a free? I will need someone to respond, please. I'd like to know if we have a regulated number of departments that were listed here, or everybody is just getting to write whatever department they belong to.
Everybody was getting to write whatever departments they belong to.
Okay. So moving on, we will have to control that because it's going to take us more time to clean if everybody is getting to put their department. Medicine, as an example, here we can have someone write medicine and surgery. We can have another person write just medicine. So analyzing things like that might take us more time. So maybe as time goes on, like I said, we'll share it into teams. Some persons will just handle all of this. So the year of birth as well, just like we have it, we can see this person is probably writing that they are 18 years of age or either they are writing 2018, but the chances that they are writing 2018 is very narrow. If we begin to look at the range, we can see almost everybody here falls between 2007 to, I see someone is raising up their hand.
Yes, sir. Sorry, for the departments, they were not allowed to write the department they belong to. They simply chose the options from the options that were given.
Okay, good.
It's not as if it's them that wrote it. Someone can like only put medicine.
Okay. That's good then. So we are going to convert this into age as time goes on. I'll teach us how to do all of this. We'll convert the year into age, and then gender, which is either going to be male or female. That works fine. I believe this state of origin. So we can filter them out. Another easy way is to Control A, which is going to highlight everything. At the top here, you can always put your filtering. So this is how you check for inconsistency in your data set. So these are some of the techniques you deploy when you are trying to clean your data sets, when you are trying to make sure that everything is coming the right way you want them to come. So with this, we can just take a look at how many distinct states we have here. So this is going to help us clean them. So by the time we come back, we are going to check if they are above 36 states or 57. Then this is where we can tell that, okay, something is wrong somewhere. We have to take care of it. The skin tone as well. From here, we can tell we have two distinct skin tone. And then have you used organic product, which is meant to be a yes or no? What do you think of organic products? So, and I think this column is where we are going to spend lot of time because it has lots of options listed in it. So like we see, okay, let's take a look at this one, for example. So I believe this is a multi-choice question where not even multi-choice. This should be a multi-choice let you select one. This should be a checkbox question, meaning they are allowed to choose a couple of options. So this might be a little bit difficult for us to analyze. Not too difficult, but we'll try out different techniques we can use to approach all of this. The next question is asking organic products. So let's just go through them real quick. Organic products are cheaper than single-price products. Good. So which of the following best describe organic product category? I believe everyone has gone through all of these categories that are listed down here, and you can explain what each one means. So when you say 100%, 70%, I believe we understand what they represent. Do we?
Yes, sir.
Good. Because it is one thing, okay, let me say this. It is one thing to analyze data. It is another thing to be able to interpret it. So maybe there's high chances that I might be analyzing things that I really do not have too much domain knowledge in. So I'm going to teach you how to analyze it. So that's why I keep asking if you have domain knowledge on these questions and these answers that have been provided. So that's going to help you interpret. So while creating this question, when you say 100% organic, 70% organic, you should have domain knowledge on saying, okay, when you say something is 70% organic, what does it mean? Is it that a particular chemical is being added to it? Depending on how well you want to go with the storytelling part of this project. So does the manufacturer include the label? Okay, 70%. Okay, I think this particular question is correlated with the one we have in column X. And it says, why do you use organic products? They are safer. If we state other reasons. So, and I think these other reasons can be, depending on how many options we have, we can take them out. Let's take a look. Well, we have quite a number of them. So this is where those who are going to be in charge of writing for individual groups, or maybe at the end of the day collectively, they will have to look through this one after the other. This is not something we analyze. This is called text mining analysis. So we might not use Excel to analyze this particular question. It's something they have to read through themselves and then put everything in summary. So we have what type of cosmetic organic products do you use? So we might have to segment all of these, meaning we might have to break them down. So some said they see it in soap, cream, and I think, what are the options you have here? Skincare soap, hair care cream, hair care products, other care products, lip glosses. So we need to find a way to clean this. This is not in the right state. So first off, we might have to separate each and every one of them into distinct column. Let's see other columns that we have here. What type of ingredient are found in this? Aloe vera. So I believe this is also this is also a checkbox question where they have to pick all of these combinations. So just hold on. Why do organic products manufactured? This. We might have to break this into two because the column are a bit much. So I think let's get started with the analysis. So I think by the time we get started with some of the things here, you should be able to pick them up. Like he has said earlier, I'm always available to answer questions if we encounter any problem. So let's look into checking if respondents are from, maybe we have more Babcock students or less. So we might have to move to the lack space here. So which is going to, so I'm using Control Up, Control Down to easily navigate through my data sets. If I should hit the Control button and up, it takes me to the last cell at the top. Control Down takes me to the last cell at the bottom. I don't know if we have anyone who has all of these open. So to answer basic questions like how many percentage of them is from Babcock and the rest, so it is going to be majorly, it's going to be equal to, and then we count A. So count A is a function used to count number of cells that are not empty. If you are taking notes, we can write that down. So you just want to count how many cells were filled in this. So we are going to open a parenthesis and then start from here, Control Shift and up. Please, if I'm going too fast or you miss anything, you can always call my attention back, please. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Then hit enter. So Control Shift down is automatically telling us we have, let's give a new sheet here. We can have, so the total responses in this particular one I'm working with, don't forget I said this is 2026, we have about 2,600. The number of so to count Babcock students, we have a function called COUNTIF. You can write that down as well. So COUNTIF is a function used to count number of response or number of cells that have a particular thing written in them or that meet a particular criteria or condition. So which means we can say count if they belong to Babcock. And the only way we can count if they belong to Babcock is by counting the number of yes that are here or counting the number of no's. So it's going to be equal to count if, we open the parentheses, and then we give it our range. So this is Control Shift up again, is going to take me to the top, and then Control Shift down. This is Control Shift down. So we select our range. So if you look at the bottom, please, when you are doing this, or when I mention some functions to you, you can always make use of this. This is called a formula syntax in Excel. It helps you understand how each function works. So you see, to use COUNTIF, it asks for a range, meaning what range are you expecting me to count from? And then next is the criteria. Okay, what are you expecting me to count in this particular place? So this is where we can specify, okay, I want you to count the number of years. I want you to count the number of nursing. I want you to count the number of software engineering students that answered this particular thing. This is very important for cases where you want to answer correlative questions. We have what we call correlative correlation analysis. So, okay, someone is raising their hands up.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you re-explain the COUNTIF once more?
Okay. So COUNTIF is a function used to count the number of cells that have values in them when a condition is being met. So think of it as probability. When you have balls of different colors inside of a sack, and then you are being asked to go count how many of those balls are red color. So it means you have to ignore every other color and just pay more attention to the red. So that's just basically what COUNTIF does. So it's just saying count the number of so conditions that are in this particular given range. So what I'm trying to do here, since we have a range of cells where people are answering yes or no, yes to tell that they are Babcock students, no to tell that they are not Babcock students, we can just say count the number of cells that have yes written in them. So I believe that should help us understand better. Do we?
How do you do the control up?
Okay, so for every function you want to make use of, which you'll be learning several functions as we proceed. Just know that every function starts with an equal to sign.
Like, how do you input it out? I mean,
so it is equal to COUNTIF, the name of the function first. So if I should call you tomorrow and say, oh, make use of a particular function called joy. So to start it, just say it is equal to joy, and then you open a parenthesis. So that's what I'm asking us to pay attention to this little thing we have at the bottom here. It is called a formula syntax. It guides you through how a particular function works. So you see, when we open COUNTIF, I don't know if you can see where my cursor is.
Are you in the meeting?
So the first thing it asks for is the range. So the range is you telling, Excel is telling you, okay, specify a particular range where you want these values to be counted. And then I have selected from cell B2. I don't know how well we are good with Excel. I mean, the basic part of Excel. So these are called cells. Every one of these boxes, they are called cells, and each and every one of them has a name. So how do you get the name of a cell? It is the combination of the column letter and the row number. I think someone's mic is sending input in. Yeah. So your cell name is a combination of your column letter and the row number. So if you take a look at the range I've specified at the top here, so it's saying it starts from B2 and end at B2601. So this is to specify a range. So a column between two cells is just specifying a range. Are we getting this, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you separate arguments with a comma sign. So when you're in a formula syntax and you are trying to move to the next phrase, you use commas to separate them. So now that you've provided the range, you put a comma. So if you take a look, you'll see that the criteria is a bit bolder than the range this time around. So it means you are trying to present the criteria to specify what exactly you wanted to count. One thing you should note is we have different data types. I'm trying to make sure I don't provide too much information and you don't have too many things to consume right now. So just take two for now. We have what we call an integer, and then we have what we call a string. So numbers are regarded as integers, whilst texts are regarded as strings. So for every time you want to use functions inside of your Excel, and there is a need for you to pass in a text, meaning you want to pass in a written text, we always have to put them in quotation. So you can write that down. We always have to put them in quotation because I want to tell you that the criteria to look out for in these cells is yes. So means I'm passing a string into this function. So we need to put that yes inside of a quotation. So what we have to do now is open a quotation. So you can look at my formula here, just in case you're wondering where I'm writing this. So we have this is where I'm expecting that my answer comes true. You can also see it at the formula bar here. So all I have to do is provide yes, close the quotation. So we can see the formula syntax doesn't ask for further information. We close it, and so this is going to count the number of yes we have in that range. Do we understand that? Do we have questions on count if? Because I want us to have this in a way, I want us to have good understanding on everything we do because we need to keep using them continuously. So I won't have to explain count if again next time. So do we have questions on how count if works or some of these, the two basic functions I've used? Or do we all understand it?
We do.
Okay, good. So when you hit enter, it is letting us know this is the total number of Babcock students that has responded to this. So to get the number of, let's say, respondents who are not Babcock students, so we can just say, let me break it down here. So it's going to be basically, we put an equal to sign this, we reference this cell minus this, and that gives us the number of students that are not Babcock students. Now, I believe that's an easy one. You know, since we have a general population, if we minus the segmented part, it should automatically tell us. So we can convert it to percentage. This is why I say we need to have a writing team. So the technical guys just find this insight. The writing team just put this is where they can turn this into a story. So there's what we have. There's a skill we call storytelling with data, which I believe we're also going to learn. So this is where we can say, well, we have about 260 or an average of 2,500 respondents. So percentage of them happen to be Babcock students and a percentage, so number are non-Babcock students. We questioned students across engineering. You know, we are going to give you the numbers. We are going to present you with the facts, and then the writing team are going to convert them into stories. So we can also have visualization, people who are going to bring visuals out of this. This is where we learn about infographics, different charts, and the rest. So, but today is just to give you an overview of what we are looking into. And then as time goes on, I don't know if we are going to have Teams meetings like this, or maybe physical classes. I can't tell yet. So we are able to finish this. So as regard level, I believe we can calculate how many levels we have now with count if. We should know how to figure that out. You know, how many 100 level students, how many 400 level. I believe we should know how to do that using count if. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So an easier way to go through this is to use the function we call unique. So if you look at the number of, we have quite a number of departments that are here. You can use, and they are quite repetitive, meaning we have a couple of persons providing the same response for the same question. So it is very important, you don't have to start finding them one after the other. We can use a function called unique to just identify the number of departments we are going to take. So we can easily do that. So I'm just going to be doing the basic things. You ask me questions to help you understand why we are doing it, how we want to do it, or maybe you have a question in mind, but you don't know how to do it. This is where I'll be coming in, but you're expected to practice all of this and do them yourself. So I'll move to the bottom. Control down is going to take me to the last cell before an empty cell. This. This is going to be equal to unique.
I never connect back, guy. Connected.
Please
are big, guys. I'm live for a big.
So unique is going to help you take out all the unique values you have here. So if we take this to the top, that's the extreme top. I'm deciding to drag it because we have lots and lots of empty spaces in between. So the control shift up and down might not work. Please let me know if I'm going too fast so I can slow down a little bit. So this is just going to take us to the top. Good. So if we provide these and then hit enter, so we can see a list of our distinct departments. So if you want to count how many people are from here, all you have to do is just paste this as a value. So we can Control A, copy all of this. Control A is me highlighting it, Control C, and then I paste them as values. So Excel has functions, like you already know we have functions. So when you copy a function or the output of a function from one cell to the other, all the cells that you've referenced, which I'm going to explain to us as time goes on, depending on how we want to go far with this project. When you copy an output of a function and you move them to a different sheet, you always tend to get a different answer because we have what we call a relative referencing. So this is the case scenario whereby all cells that are being referenced, an example is this. Let's just do a quick example. So if I have one here and I have one here, and then I decide to write a function here that adds them together, let's do it this way. So when I say it is equal to this plus this, you can see it's giving us an output. But the moment I decide to copy this, Control C, the two here, and I paste it here, Control V, we have a different output. I don't know if you've noticed that in your Excel. So what is basically happening here is a relative referencing. This is, let me quickly show you this. I go to my formula and my trace precedence. So this is trying to tell you that the results you are getting in this cell is from, an operation or something is happening between these two cells to give you an answer. So if we should investigate this as well, you will notice that it is pointing to other cells. So what happened is whenever you copy a function or a formula in Excel, so while working on this, take note of all these things. Whenever you copy a function, all the cells that are being referenced move towards the direction at which you copy them. So we decided to copy this particular answer downwards, meaning we took a step, and then down to this particular part. So every cell that you reference, meaning these two cells that you reference, they also move down along with it. So if you calculate the number of space between this particular cell here and this one, you notice that it is the same thing here too as well. Do we understand that?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Are we getting no? Are we getting yes? Someone is raising their hand. Let's hear you, please.
Sorry, sir, please could you explain again?
Okay. Okay, good. So when you write a function, I believe we all understand what functions means. You are
Yes,
writing good. So think of it this way. You know how to find the area of a rectangle, which is length times breadth. If you are to come up with a formula, that's called a formula. Now, you always have to go find what the length of that rectangle is and what the breadth of that rectangle is. That is a formula. we have what we call a function. So a function is an embedded formula, meaning instead of having to go do all these manual things yourself, just give me what the length is, give me what the breadth is. I would give you what the area of that rectangle is. So now you can decide to write formulas yourself. An example of formula is this, where I say it is equal to this particular cell. So by referencing, I mean I'm calling for this particular cell, meaning whatever it is that is inside of that cell, I want to make use of it at the moment. So that's why you are seeing here, I never said 1 plus 1. I said equal to A261 plus B267. And this is A261. This is where it is coming from. And B26, whatever. So by the time you hit the output here, what happens with relative referencing means, since you are referencing these two cells, if you decide to copy this formula moving downwards or sideways, the cells being referenced is also going to move. So which means if I should copy this now, Control C, and I paste it here, Control V, it simply means since you are using this particular cell and this particular cell, it is going to leave this one alone and also move to the right. So it is going to be this plus this. We get in that place. If you are not in a noisy environment, you can as well unmute yourself so I know where we are misunderstanding things from. So just think of it this way. Relative referencing means if you take one step, I take one step with you. If you take two, I take two steps. But these steps are now the cells you've referenced. So if you have referenced me right now and you move one step downward, it means you have to leave me alone and then pick the next person to me. Does that help us have a better understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if we take a look at what we have here, we'll notice that these are not values, but rather they are result of a function. So sometimes when we reference them, it might give us a tough time. So what we can do is we are going to copy them, Control A to highlight, Control C, and then we paste them. This is why we went through that referencing route. So you see, you can either paste as a formula or paste as a value. Paste as a value here is simply just saying, paste them as the exact value they are. Let's just scroll down. My Excel just, please tell me what you can see on my screen right now. Okay, good. I believe I'm back now. So it's this. So this is where you can write your count if and say count if. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we can specify count if, and then we specify our range. And then we want to find all of this, Control Shift up. And this again is going to take me up here. So it is skipping because we have a lot of empty spaces in between. So I'm just going to do for these that we might not have to use count if again. So this is our range. I'm going to give it Control F4 and then pass our comma. So our criteria this time around is going to be changed. So these are things we've done before. So let's go back. To scroll that way. Good. So now I want to tell you what my criteria is. You know, this is where I said you put your criteria in a quote, but this time around I won't be using a quote. This is another method. So I'm just going to reference another cell again and say, okay, my criteria is written inside of this cell. So meaning whatever it is you find in this place, bring it in as my criteria. So if you take a look at it at the top here, you will notice that it's already writing software, civil engineering there. If I hit enter, it's already telling you 41 of them. And then we can relate our formula downwards. So you can see how fast it is to find how many people from each department participated in this survey. Do we have any question on this to wrap up count if? Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, so I understand the count if, but for the unique, I'm sorry, but like, how did you copy and can you like recap on that copy and paste after highlighting everything? What do you do next?
I did Control C, which is to copy. Then we have different types of pasting. So I can copy this just like we did here. So I can copy this now and say Control C, meaning I'm copying you. You're expecting that I'm copying 2. And then let's say I decided to right click and want to paste. So you can see different type of pasting. You can paste the formula, meaning whatever formula we have here, paste it. And then we have paste as, I don't know if you can see. Please, can you see the little toggle when I right click? This current thing I have on my
Yes, sir.
You can see this paste 1, 2, 3, paste
Yes,
effort.
you can.
Okay, good. So you
Yes.
just paste it as value, meaning paste the value you have found in this place, not the formula. And that's why you see we're having 2 here instead of 0. Do you understand that?
Yes,
So
sir.
the reason I did that is since, can you Control Z, take me back, Z again. So the reason I copied and paste this as values again is because I want to reference them. So I don't want it to be finding unique inside of it. I want it to find medicine. I want it to find software engineering. That's why I posted them as value and say, don't give me these outputs as a function, but rather give me as the exact thing. Do we understand that, please?
Yes, sir.
Good. So for the age, we are going to convert it into years. So what we have to do is we are going to insert a new, this might look a bit rough, but let's look into it. So mathematics, if you want to use mathematics to convert this into age, all you have to do is to minus this particular year from the current year. That's the current year we are right now. So just hold on. So if we say it is equal to, you can decide to just write it manually. You can say 2026 minus whatever we have here. Hit enter, it gives you their age. I believe this is simple. You should be able to do this. So the reason we're having this is because this is wrong. So you can just scroll through them and see what is going on. So we can decide if age is very, very important to your analysis. You can decide to just filter out those ones. So to filter, you just press this arrow button here and then we take them out. So we can see somebody has provided, I don't know, age. So all of these, let's take a look at this ones. I don't know, this, and this as well. So I guess I'm guessing this person is trying to pass 1999. The person who is root 2187. I don't know if that person is sure. So we can just claim this person from 19 to 99. So how to do that? We can just highlight, Control A, no, just take this. So we can do find and replace. Control H. If I'm going too fast, let me know, please. So just Control Z, return this, and then I do Control H, find and replace. Find and replace means just look up this particular value and change this. So somebody has written 2999, so we can tell it to replace it. Okay, I think find 2999 and replace it with 1999. So if we tell it to find it, let's find it first. Find next. So we can see this is where the person is. We can just tell it to replace it and it has changed. So the person is 27 years. I believe we are familiar with Control H before. I don't think that should give us a tough time. So you just find whatever it is that is giving you a tough time and then you replace them. That's solve the problem. So we've converted this to years. But here's the thing, for people who want to tell stories about this, you can't tell them the total age of everybody who has participated in our survey is 2,460. It doesn't make sense. To statistically describe things like age of people, this is where you use things like average. You can say the average age of our respondents falls between this and that. So this is where you use your, let's go back to where we were doing all our insights. So the average age of your respondents. Do we have anybody who has Excel open, please? You have this particular data set opened. Do we have anyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need you to use a function called average. I believe you know what function is now. Use a function called average to find the average age of person filling this response. So if you had done this, this is going to be your range, and you should solve that. Should I wait for you or I should proceed and wait that you get back to us?
Proceed, sir.
Okay, good. So it's just going to be equal to average and then provide what's next. So you can use that to tell the stories. You can see an average 18-year-old girl believes that organic products are very expensive. it helps you make your storytelling perfect. It makes the consumers of your analysis pay more attention to this. So as regard male and female as well, you can use your count if to solve that. I'm still going to teach you pivot table. So for this particular one here, somebody's raising their hands up. Let's go ahead.
Sorry, I'm the one that is in the average. Okay. So like I wasn't following when you did the 17, 18, how to get the 17, the ages in.
Okay, so here is it. Just add a new column. To add a new column, just right click, and then you click on insert. You automatically have a new column here. So if you take a look at my formula, it is just going to be 2026 minus whatever it is you have. Let's do it this way. Control up is going to take me up. No, that's not that. Control. So no. Good. So all I did is it is equal to 2026 minus whatever it is we have here. And then you copy the formula downwards. So just let me do it again. It's equal to 2026 minus this gives you an answer. Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you just copy the formula downwards. So you notice that your cursor changes to a plus sign here. If you come to the bottom right, you double click and boom, there you go. We have another person raising their hands up. Let's hear you, please.
I have a question. If we are going to find the average age of the people that filled the survey, for those people who filled some very funny values, will it not affect the analysis?
That's why we decide to take them out. So we call them outliers. So an example, if somebody has decided to say I was born in 1966, or somebody said I was born in 1914, they're outliers. So we take them out. It's going to help you figure that out. If you convert it into age, just look. So we can see here we still have somebody saying 2008 as age. So we can just take all of these things out. They are irrelevant to our analysis. Is that okay? You can see these are also outliers. 54. Yes, I'm with you. So to spot outliers, if they are too far away from your average, then they're outliers. You can either manipulate them, let's say reduce them a little bit to fit in the range you want them to come to. I don't know if that answered your question. So you can do same for, yes, you can do same for gender. You can find how many, like things like Bruno and the rest. We are not expecting that you tell us, okay, maybe as time goes on and you want to do an infograph to just tell us how people feel about the use of organic products in different parts of the country. You can decide to segment them into north, south, east, west. I'm going to teach you how to write that with if statements. You can look how many dark said yes, how many of this said no. So to not waste time, I'm going to teach you pivot table. So just use count if, sum if to find those things, the first ones. So you are going to walk through this yourself to get the first state of your analysis. Like just, we call it a data dictionary, where you just start building things and say, this is the aim of our research. These are our responses are gotten from social demography. So I think the first few columns should help you answer all of that, down to Bruno, down to their skin type, down to these particular ones here, and maybe except this, which we'll look at as time goes on. So we have what we call a pivot table. A pivot, I believe somebody should have found the average age by now. The name of the function is average. And I do not want you to cram functions. Just follow the syntax. What does it ask you? And then you use them. So it is equal to average, you open a parenthesis, and then you just give it a range. It's going to give you the answer. So moving on, we'll be looking at pivot tables. So pivot table is something Excel has designed to help you summarize categorical data. So when you say something is categorical, it means you already have them segmented into different fields. An example is it is either good or bad. It is either pass or fail. It falls in between categories. So pivot table might be funny, or pivot table might not be suitable for things like continuous data. Continuous data is things like age. You don't want to be comparing how many 15-year-olds said this. So as time goes on, we are going to learn how to group this. Probably when we are done with pivot table and we still have enough time, we'll learn how to group all of this. So we are going to use a pivot table to see how many percentage of boys and girls agree to them using organic products before? So, and to check this, we have a gender column, and at the same time, we have a column saying that yes or no, we use organic products. We also have a column saying, okay, yeah, I'm dark skinned, I'm fair, depending on how you want to go about it. So we can use the pivot table to quickly look into this. So to get that done, we are going to highlight these 3 columns or the 4 columns we want to use to answer these questions. And then by the time you go to your insert tab at the top here, you will notice that you have something called pivot table. Has anyone found the average age of respondents here? I'm taking that as a no. Or do you have any challenge finding it? This is why I'm here, please. Just let me know.
Okay, so like I'm trying to remove the 2026 and no.
Okay, so just use the drop down. You don't have to search for them individually. Just use the drop down, scroll up, and then you can just untick them. It's going to take you off. Good. So while you are doing that, let's look into pivot table. So we are going to click on insert pivot table. So these are some of the things you should learn, please, and do not crown them at any point. So it is asking us to select a range. So meaning this pivot table you're about to create or you're about to look into, where is the data coming from? What range is it? So this is where we are saying it's in sheet 2. If you take a look at this, it is currently in sheet 2 from column H to column K, which you can see it is starting from column K to column H. Now it is asking us, where do you want this pivot table to appear in? Do you want it in a new sheet or do you want it in an existing sheet you've been using before? So we just tell it, okay, yeah, in a new sheet, and then we can tell it to add this to our data model, which I'm going to teach you as time goes on. Like I said, everything is dependent on how well we want to go about this. So we are going to click on OK, which is going to launch a new sheet for us. I believe you can see the new sheet I have here. Yeah, somebody's raising their hands up.
So how did you put the drop down menu? So sorry.
So highlight everything, Control A, I mean to highlight the whole sheet. Show you that real quick. Okay, I think sheet 2. So look at it this way, Control A has highlighted everything I have here. So if you go on home on this ribbon, can you see where my cursor is?
Yes.
So you just apply filter, meaning, and then you are going to see this drop down appears at the top.
Okay,
does it work?
Thank you.
I need to try it.
Okay, so
Control A, select all, then come to your editing ribbon under your home tab. So you're going to see something like a funnel. So you click on filter. You can see my own filter is gone. So when I click on it back, it appears. So you can easily filter them. So we have filtering and then we have sorting. I'll tell you about this as time goes on. So that should help you with that. So back to sheet 3. So how many of us even have this in our computer, or we are in front of our computer, we have this sheet opened? Because I would like some of us to try pivot table so we can use it to answer multiple questions. I think it's just one person or two. Aside the person whose mic is on, do we have any other person trying this real time?
Oh, sorry, it worked, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Yes. So I think that is a no. She's the only person doing this. So this is inside of our pivot table. So it is meant to show us our pivot field. So pivot table 1. Let's get that. If I tell it, I'm going to take care of this. Good. So these are pivot table. At the right here is what we call a pivot field. So the pivot field help you structure your pivot table and how it is meant to work. Think of it this way. Your pivot table will help you segment everything. Like I said, it's a categorical data. It tells you how many percentage of girls agree to so things. So means this basically means that each column and each row is interconnected with themselves. This helps you answer detailed answers. Detailed questions. This is where you can easily say that, oh, there's a correlation between being dark skinned and liking organic products. So when you see a high percentage of girls saying, yes, I like organic products, let's say dark-skinned girls or fair-skinned, this is where you can really test hypothesis to tell or to back your hypothesis of that, okay, this is what people feel about so thing, or how you want to approach them. Just hold on. So by this side here, that's the right side, which I said is where you have the pivot field. In this given range is where you have all the columns. Now, these are the 4 columns I've selected before. You see we have the gender, the state of origin, the skin color, and this is a particular part asking if they've heard about skincare product. So at the bottom is where you have filter, columns, rules, and value. So we're going to be looking at them one after the other and what they do. So the filter part helps you filter. When we say you are filtering something, it means you are trying to separate one entity from the other. You want to separate boys from girls. You want to separate yes from no. While columns means you want to columns as regard pivot table, please, not columns generally. So when you put something in columns while designing your pivot table, it means that you want your output to be spread across column. While rows, in the other hand, means I want my values to be spread across rows. So this is a typical example. If I decide to move the skin color here and I drag it into columns, can you see we have the distinct columns we have here? So we have blank, so which means we still have some cleaning to do at the other side. At no point should we be having blank, or we can just change them to unknown. Let's quickly do that. So there's our result coming from. Okay. So this is, what column did we drag? I think we dragged skin color, right? So we can do Control H. Control H, please. Okay, this way. See, good, thank you. This Control H. So we can just clean this up. Meaning, whatever it is you find nothing, just do. Are we getting this, please? If they have decided to not provide their skin type, which we put on no, is that understandable, please?
Yes, sir.
Good. So when we say find the next one, so you can see a blank here. If I tell it to replace, so you can see it's unknown. So since that works fine, I can just tell it to replace all. Good. So we go back to where we have the pivot table, and then we can refresh this, and instead of my pivot table, I should have this. Okay.
Hello, sir. I
Yes,
think those blanks you are seeing. So once they are not Babcock students, they are not allowed to fill the form.
Okay, that particular part.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what we should have done is to remove those 200 and those 200 and something should be out of the list. I think those are the ones that are giving those blanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
We can look into that too. Yes, thank you. So please, these are some of the tasks you should perform. I would suggest that you segment them into 2. Move the 202 response to a different place if you are still interested in them. Analyze them separately, and then analyze the other students who are backup students separately. But this is still easy. We can just filter these out. We can take the blank by doing this, and there we go. So we can then move, this should be in columns. So we can then move, so values is where you do your counting, you do your summarization. Like I said, it helps you summarize categorical data. So I can decide to move the skin tone again to value. So you can see this is automatically giving you how many of your respondents are fair, how many of them are dark. So from here, we can see that over 60% of your respondents are dark skin. So this is what we call a one-dimensional pivot table. So a one-dimensional in a way where it's just moved towards one dimension. It is just talking about one thing. So here we can see, oh, The dark skin is more than fair skin. So, but the total number of everything is giving you the same figure. We can also convert it to a two-dimensional table. So let's see how many boys, how many girls are dark skin from this. So this is where we can bring our gender column. We can bring it into rows, meaning I want my distinct gender to come into rows as well. So if you take a look at it right now, from this point here, we can see that we have 687 of them are dark skin. So it is still giving you the same output. I mean, here you have 1,176 female respondents, while you have 1,222 female respondents. So, and if you look at the gap between them, it is not too much. So which means the responses are evenly distributed based on gender. So we cannot say there are some sort of gender bias in the response. And I believe we understand what this means, right? Because this is more of an inferential analysis where you want to use this to generalize the whole public and say, oh, this is how they feel. So this is a way to tell that, okay, yes, we didn't just gather 1,000 boys and then ask them what they think about organic products. There was an even distribution as regard gender. So the output of the analysis is correct. So you can see how many boys, how many girls you have. So one thing you can also do is to also show this result as percentage. So if you notice earlier, I was saying, hold on, show value as. So you can just say show values as percentage of grand total. Good. So if you take a look at this now, you are going to see that, like I said, there's even distribution between gender. So it is just a percentage of 60 against 49, a ratio of 49-60, which is approximately 50-50%. But from here, we can see that we have 28% of, please, let's be careful with this total thing. I'm going to explain. So we are doing percentage based on grand total, meaning we are looking at the big picture. We are not looking at the percentage based on boys or girls alone. We are looking at the percentage of everybody who's participated in the survey. So 28% of them are dark-skinned females. 20% of them are not dark-skinned, please. Okay, yes. 28.65% of them are dark-skinned female. 20.39% of them are fair-skinned female. So we can just see that we have more men that are dark-skinned fill this particular survey, which is still very, very okay. We can also add another layer of it that asks the question, have you heard of organic product before? So this is where we can judge the awareness and say, oh, are they even aware of what organic product is, what they do, and the rest? So we can decide to move these two columns. So it's spread across. So we can see this percentage has everything, both boys and girls, according to gender. And then we have years as well. So this is the percentage of men, dark-skinned, that are saying yes. This is the percentage of female. So we can see that it is still talking about percentage. And the highest this time around happened to be 18, not, okay. We have, I think it still falls between dark-skinned people. Yes, since they have the large population. So I think none of them actually said no. Let's just hold on, let's look into this. This part is talking about the females who said no, they have nothing, they know nothing about organic products. These are men, okay? So the gender doesn't play, their skin tone doesn't play a role as regard this. Let's try and move it into rows and see what happens. Good. Let's look at it this way. I think this explains it better. So we have more people say yes, that, okay, yes, they have quite a good knowledge of what organic products are. So, you know, this is about 12%, only 12% of the general population is saying that they have zero knowledge on organic products. Are we understanding this, or is it beginning to bore us, please? Do we have questions? Or am I moving too fast? I'd like to hear from you, please. I'd like that someone speak up, please.
Sorry, so to start with, me on my own, I was trying to get the average, so I didn't start with you when you began the pivot table, so I'm kind of
confused. Okay.
Way back, yeah. So,
but did you get the average?
Yeah, I've gotten it.
So what's the average age of respondents in this survey?
I got 24.5.
Okay, so which means the average age of people filling this particular form is between 24.5 is approximately about 25, if we are to round it up. I mean, they
Yeah.
are between 25, good. So the other functions, if you want to get the oldest person or the smallest person, or most age, or let's say most of our students are of so age, so we have a function called mode. You can try all of those out. Mode is used to find the most recurring value in a given range. So as regard pivot table, please, I would like that someone else speak up, please. Do we find it difficult? Was it too fast? Are we lost? I would appreciate if someone speaks, please, so we know how to channel this. Maybe we try them with a new column or explain them afresh. We have about.
Excuse me.
Okay,
So I
yes, go
really
ahead.
appreciate if
Okay.
you like start afresh. I feel like it would be kind of better. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have another person trying to speak.
Okay, so when you added the awareness to the columns, there was a whole column for no, but then the yes column fell under the dark column. If that makes sense. So I don't understand that. Why didn't the same thing happen to no? Why was it only yes?
Can you reframe the question again?
Okay, so when you added the awareness column, it fell. There was a whole column for no, but then the yes column was above the dark skin column.
Okay.
I don't understand why.
Okay. It is because we try to segment it into columns. If you take a look at it, let's do this all afresh. Let's hold on. I'm just going to do this. It is meant to show here, so we can take them out. So this of these are meant to move here. To delete this one, the pivot tables. Then move to sheet 2. Please pay attention this time around. So we can take gender, we can take the skin color, we can take the head of this. What other column did we take? Let's look if we can get some together. So how safe do you feel? Let's take this. So I just hold my control down to pick them up. Organic products more easily. Good. I just hope that the pivot table shows well. Good. The skin color, I'll be head of organic product. This and this organic product are able to use. Good. So we can then say select, oh sorry, not here. We can say insert and then the pivot table. Again, a new sheet and this. Why is it having a problem with my range? This is yeah, this is the range. Put this to my data. Let's wait for this to load. It is meant to open a new sheet.
Sorry, so how you highlighting them all at once?
I just hold control down, or you can just do it this way. Select everything, that's all the columns, and then tell that's the whole sheet, and then just bring it in. So you see something like this, and then when you're about to start, you get your pivot table here. I think Excel is lagging. We have quite a number of columns. Just wait for it to come up. Should show the pivot table. That's what done, please. It's meant to automatically bring that view here. How many columns do we have? Does anyone have an idea of how many columns we have here?
Two 601.
Number of columns?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, when I say columns, like number of columns here. So you can just do it like this, just count. When you put your cursor this way, it should show you the count of columns at the bottom. Because I'm trying to understand why it is not bringing this particular.
So I think there are around 29 or 30 columns.
Okay, that shouldn't cause a delay. Let's go back sheet 3. What do we have in sheet 3? I'm going to delete this again. 2 and then start comment the pivot tables. Good. Yes, is the column too big? Yes. Let's go through another route. Let's convert this into a table. Control T is going to convert it into a table. My column have headers. It's okay, good. And then now I can say it's not even bringing the table view. And start this table 1. Should give us a space to look into our pivot table. So it's to build a report, choose the field, but the fields are not appearing. Please try it from your end if it brings the field out at the right here. Because we are meant to have an extra, okay, good, it is here already. So we should have something like this. So this is a list of all the columns you have. So we can begin. So for the person asking that question, so let's take a look at it again. The first one was the awareness. Let's bring gender in. So gender should come in 2 columns since it is very little gender. And it is meant to show by the side here that you brought gender in. What else did we ask? Their skin type. Let's bring it into rows. So we have both fair and dark. And then which particular part has full answer? Okay, let's bring gender to the rows. That's the count of gender or count of, what can we count here? That has exactly the same thing. What column is asking if they are, okay, are you a BAPOC student? Just hold on, department. Yes, state of origin. Have you heard about organic products? Which is going to be either yes or no. You can see it has segmented everything. Yes or no. So we have no at the top, dark skin no, fair skin no. This is for the unknown and the blanks. So we decide to bring have you heard organic product into values. So it breaks them down according to this. So this is for female dark skin, male dark skin. So this is where, okay, this is for the blank. We don't have any of them. If we check for unknown, we don't have any of them. So these blanks might have to go out. Take this out. Please, if you have questions, ask me. So where is this blank coming from? Okay, take this out. Good. So we can see that both fair skin and dark skin has been segmented into 2. Okay, everything is working now. If we decide to take this out and then take it to, have you heard of organic product? I think this is what you were talking about earlier. Is it? It shows but for both yes, no, and the rest. There was someone who asked a question as regard why it wasn't showing yes or why it wasn't showing no. You can also decide to take the totals out. Are we following or we still find this confusing, please? So I'm going to take them out one after the other. Here is it. Move out, and move out. Got this, move this, close out. So remove field. And I think these columns are beginning to lag. I'm going to copy this, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. So now we have both female and male. So if we begin to fill, do you use organic products? If we drag it into rows. Does it show the same thing at your end? Do we have anyone trying this? But I'm trying to understand. Like this. I think we have one. Now, gender first goes into rows. So we have the gender. Next is we can ask, have you heard of organic product? Column. So yes or no, you can see this is no, this is yes, unknown, and I think unknown. Should we have unknown in gender? Where is unknown coming from? Because we have just 2 columns here. Can you look in your data set, please? Do you have unknown in gender, or do you have unknown in have you heard of organic product? Because we are not meant to have an unknown here. So if I begin to say how many skincare column we have here, which is this. From here, I could easily tell that some persons didn't provide information as regard this. So the total number is 2. Someone said they are not. Do we have anybody doing this, please? That's the only way we can actually get this. It is learning by doing. Do we have anyone doing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you stuck? Or where exactly are you?
I'm trying to find where unknown is in the data sets.
Okay, please do. Because we shouldn't be having an unknown. There's no such thing as you don't know what your gender is. Good. So we can take care of all of that. Move blank away. Good. Okay, I think that has to do with the gender. So this is a 2-dimensional pivot table. This one is answering how many males say they don't know about it, how many females say they don't know about it. So we can see the grand total, which we can take off if it had shown here. It's not even letting us have a pivot table page. So at your end, you should have another tab here called pivot table or table settings. It is not showing from my own end here. So if you click anything inside of the pivot table, it should show, and it should let you take this out. So as we keep doing these, I'll show you all of this. Then we can bring the next one and say, does this feel safer? We can put that into filter. Okay, let's not put it into filter. Organic products can spoil easily. So we can bring this in as a slicer. So all I did here is right click, add as a slicer. So which means bring all the values here. So this is where we can ask questions on how many females think about so thing. So let's drag this out. I can see you have too many options inside of this. Can you see some of the inconsistency we have? On a norm, it is only meant to show distinct value from these columns. So an example is we say depending, which means it is answering for one person. Let's delete this. What do you think, organic products? Please give me a column that has how am I going to put it? A regulated answer where people are not just putting anything they like. They are either picking from a list of options. Do you verify? Which one is that? Please state the reason if capable. Have you experienced any? I can't hear you, please.
I think column K has regulated answers.
What's on column K, please? You know, I can only see the names from the pivot.
We have yes, I have no opinion, no.
What's the question? What's the question being asked? What's the question?
Organic products are safer than inorganic products.
Okay, so if I say bring this, add this as a slicer, good. Thank you. So what I did was right click on it and then I bring it out as a slicer. So we can see this is the percentage of this answering of yes or no is if they have knowledge about it. So we can now decide to slice them in. So someone says, let's say somebody say yes, that are saying yes to this particular question. You will notice that everything changes to suit. So this is the percentage of yes, meaning 49 females. Let's take this skin type out. Good. What question is asking, have you heard of organic products? Good. Let's just bring count of gender here. This is gender. Just hold on. And then I bring gender here again. Good. So this is the total number of boys and total number of girls we have. So if we should copy this, Control A, which is Control C, and then we paste it here. Just look at what happens now. So this is asking for gender, yes or no. We can form another question here that says, aside gender, let's add one more. Do you use organic products? Let's bring this into rows. Not this one, please. Control Z, I'm doing it inside of this one. Do you use organic products? Just hold on. Control Z, good. So if I ask no, good. So inside of this one, I don't. Please just hold on. Excel is beginning to lag right now. So inside of this one now, I can say, do you use organic products? Please just hold on. So when I do Control C, Control Y, so this is the percentage of men who are saying no, yes, not sure they use organic products. By the time we begin to cut them out with all of this, we can see how many percentage of them said yes. So this is yes to how many men and women. So organic products, what's the question again? Organic products, did he say they are healthy to use? I'm trying to understand what was here. Okay. So now it says organic products are safer than other products. If we are going to take this particular one out, I'm going to put it here at the top. Yes, I have too many things going on in my screen now. So if we decide to now slice them like this, so you can see this is showing for male and female for the general data set. If we decide to look at, okay, how many percentage of them is saying no? So like, okay, we don't feel organic products are safer than inorganic products. You can see we have 71 females say yes, 56 males say no. If we take a look at this, so, okay, sorry, I read that very wrong. Organic products are safer than inorganic products. We have more males say yes, that they are more safer than females. Are we understanding this, please? Starting from here, this is yes. How many of them answered yes, that organic products are safer than inorganic products? 826 male say yes, organic products are safer to use. 746 females are saying yes, that organic products are safer to use than inorganic products. So if we check how many percentage of them says somehow. Are we getting this, please?
Yes, sir.
So the figures are beginning to change. That's why I said you need to be segmented into multi-groups. Some are going to present the numbers, others are going to present these numbers into stories. So by the time we keep comparing them, so if we change this to percentage now, it will be easy for us to communicate. We can say show value as percentage of grand total. Good. So this is the percentage of everybody in the group. So we can say no. You can see 55% say this. Good. And you can see the distribution that is out of everybody that has said yes. We should do it this way. Show percentage of not grand total this time around. Please hold on, not running total, difference percentage, column total. It is still going to give us the same thing. So what this means is everything all together is giving the percentage of everybody here. How many of them say I have no opinion? 64. That is still wrong. This is still wrong. Please be careful. This is still wrong. It is giving you an output, but it is wrong. Let's not show them as this. Percentage of no total. No. Show value as calculation. Good. So by the time we do this filter, okay. So the total number of persons that says no is 127. So 127 of this, and then we can now convert them into percentage by doing the normal calculation divided by 100. Are we getting this, please? The major aim is to just pick little understanding out of this. We are going to work them together. We are going to work through them together to validate if our answers are right. But right now, I just need you to understand how pivot table works. These are called slicers. You can always filter down. And let's see if we can get another one. So when I do control this, let's see, and then control V, I hit enter. So if I should say for this particular one, I'm trying to understand why count of gender is not more. Okay, it is working now. It's good. So if I decide to say skin tone, dark skin into rows, please let's pay attention to just this one alone. Dark skin, fair skin. And then I say, do you use organic products? Yes or no? Good. I need someone to confirm for me from their Excel while working on pivot table. Do you have an extra tab here that says pivot table or table? Please, I would like someone to confirm that. I am meant to have it here. I don't know why it's not coming up. So if you click inside of your pivot table, you'll see another extra tab here that says table or it says pivot table. Do you have it? I'm waiting to get a response, please. Hello, are we still together, please? There are about 29 persons in this meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please, I need you to check if you are working on pivot table. When you click inside of your pivot table, do you have an extra tab? When I say tab, I'm talking about this file, insert, draw. My Excel is a bit customized because I use them often. That's why I have Claude in mind. I'd like you to check if you have pivot table as an extra tab here. It is meant to show. Or do you still have Excel? Yes, I'm with you.
So mine is a different version. I don't have that.
You don't have pivot table at the top here. It doesn't show anything.
No, it doesn't.
So what is the last thing you can see here? Is it help?
Okay, it's showing analyze and design now.
Okay, good. Now, when you click on analyze, do you see something that says remove total under the ribbon?
I'm not seeing it now.
So what can you see at these places? I mean, when you click on that analyze, what can you see in places like this? The ribbon on that.
It's showing other tools for analyzing, insert timeline, insert slicer.
Okay, you don't see a place that says take out totals. I think the next meeting I'll join with my laptop instead. But just
no, I can't see anything.
Okay. So let's see. I think we are currently working on this one. We have dark skin, fair skin. So we can just put on the skin tone. So we'll move skin tone into values. Good. Okay, so I think this is accurate. Good. This is going to help us out. So if we decide to right click on this, and then we say show values as this is going to be fine. This is going to be total. Good. So this is where it now comes in. This particular question is asking if they use organic products. This particular one is asking what their skin type is. So inside of this, we are seeing the percentage of grand total. Percentage of grand total means of everything we have here. So total percentage of 44.77 of them is saying no, they do not use organic products. 5.84% is saying they are not sure about this, according to what the question says. And 49.39% is saying yes, they do. So which means you are dealing with half percentage of your population saying they use organic products, while the remaining 50% of them is saying no, they do not use organic products. Now, how many dark-skinned people use organic products? Which is going to be from yes. From your given data set, only 31% of them uses organic products. The remaining 26% of them says no, which I believe this particular table is quite better to understand than the rest. Or are we still lost? Hello? I think it's just the lady responding to me. Please, you can just unmute yourself, speak to me, because I need to get responses from you to know if we are understanding this or not, so I know where to channel everything to.
So mine isn't showing any values.
Any values at all inside of this place?
100%, there are no values at all.
Okay. Okay. So here is it. Do you have all your fields here in this particular spot?
Yes, they are all showing.
Okay. Okay, so now I would like you to drag skin tone, drag it into rows.
Okay, skin tone. Yes, I've dragged it into rows.
That's why you have this. Do you have the skin tone showing?
Yes, it's showing dark and fair, but it's not showing the percentage.
Yes, just leave the values for now. Drag the next question, which is, do you use organic product? Drag it into columns.
So I've done that.
Now, since the skin tone is the major, is the independent variable here, you are going to drag skin tone again into values.
All right, I'm beginning to see numbers now.
Now, good. So you are beginning to see how many dark skin is saying yes or no, right?
Yes.
Good. So you can now convert it into percentage by right-clicking on any of the values, and then you tell it to show values as grand total.
Okay, they've all converted to percentages now.
So you can now see how it works. So percentage of grand total means I want to see how many percentage of the whole 2,000 plus people that have responded to this form, how many percentage of them is agreeing to this, or how many percentage of them is saying yes.
All right.
Are you getting this? So this is the
Yes.
grand total, which will always end at 100%. So 100% is everybody now. 61% of them, which belongs to this column, can you see it now? 61% of everybody is dark skin. Is it making sense now with the grand total?
Yes.
38% of them is fair. By the time you add both together, you get 100. Are you getting how this distribution is working now?
Yes, sir.
So now for both dark skin and light skin, everybody in general, we ask them a question, do they use organic products? Now, this 26 here is implying that 26% out of everybody, meaning you have over 70-something percent left aside to be distributed, 26% of them are dark skin saying no, they do not use organic products.
Okay.
3% is saying that, oh, they are not sure if they use organic products. Well, you have a significance of about 31% of them saying, yes, I use organic products. So which means you have more dark-skinned people fill this form than the light-skinned or the fair-skinned.
Okay.
Are you understanding this better?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you can also convert this into visuals or bring in more questions. So if we decide to bring it out
Now,
this way,
sir, if we decide
okay.
that we want to, out of the dark, we want to know the percentage of them that are even males or females. So do we
Okay.
move the skin
So
to
this is
rows?
exactly so. Yeah, exactly. So we can now move gender, since the column that is going to really separate them is the gender column. We can now decide to bring our gender into filter, or you move it into another place. So you see we now have a filter. So by the time you drag it down, we can see we can tell how many male, how many female, but the filter might be giving us a tough one, meaning you have to write them down and then come check again. We can just do it this way and say, okay, gender should come in as a slicer. So we now have male and female. Are we getting this? So if we click on female,
yeah,
you can see now we have everything here put together is only female alone. So meaning this 100% is not everybody, it is female. You can see everybody here is female. So which means even if you have 20 female, it is considered 100%. Are we getting this, please?
Yes, sir.
Good. So which means out of all the females we have in this data set, this is how they are distributed according to their skin types. So we have 53% of them is dark skin, and then we have 46% of them, which is light skin. So by the time we change it to male, you can see male is also showing as 100%. So meaning you have filtered out all of the females. So you can see that you have 69% of dark skin male fill your form. So, but if you didn't want to bring them in as slicers, this is where you can just bring your gender and say, okay, I want my gender to come in into rows. You can now see the total breakdown. So if we remove our slicers, can you see what it looks like inside of the pivot table now? So this is the total percentage of female dark skin who do not use organic products. Are we getting this? Or are the numbers getting too good? This is the number, this is the percentage of female dark skin who do not use organic products. This is the percentage of female dark skin who use organic products. Now, by the time we come here, we can see that we have almost 0% of people. Okay, this is for not sure, of males who are saying, oh, they are not sure if they use organic product or not. But we have like 1%, approximately 2% of females who are not even sure if they use this organic product. So there is an even distribution between female who use and female who do not use. When we are talking about fair skin now, you can see we have about 11% for it. Are we understanding this, please?
Yes.
So it is from these numbers we begin to extract our insights. This is where, that's why I said it needs to be separated into teams. People who do pivot tables sometimes have problem communicating it. That's why I said domain knowledge counts. So by the time I begin to tell you, oh, 20% of them said yes, it is now left for people who are trying to rewrite the stories to now say, okay, 20% of people admit that so-so thing is happening, so-so thing. They combine everything together. And this is where data visualization now comes in. So I can go on insert and then insert a pivot chart. So when you click on recommended pivot chart, you are going to see this, and then we bring it in, you see how it works. So this pivot chart here is a representation of all the figures you have here. So from here now, you can see the percentage. So you can see that we have more males. Are we getting this, please?
Yes, sir.
More males that said yes, they use organic products. So this is the legend that's helping you understand all of this. So if you filter down, it also filters. So now we just want to talk about male, you know. I'm still using that slicer. So you can see this is male and this is female. Just answering the question, do you use organic product? So by the time we filter down to female, you'll notice that there is a change. So we can see we have more people saying no, they do not use organic products among female, both dark skin and light skin. By the time we come to male, you can see we have plenty of them admitting that yes, they use organic product and the rest. So it is now dependent on what angle you want to take your analysis to. So if you want to say, okay, skin color does not matter, we just want to know if they use organic product or not. So what I just did now was both skin color out of this. Are we still following? So we only have gender and do you use organic products? So we can see not sure is quite small, meaning we can move the options not sure out of this analysis. So it is either they are saying yes or they are saying no. So this is how it is being distributed to male and female. So the blue color is representing no, I do not use organic products. And then the green color is representing yes, I use organic products. So these are the two options that are available to both men and women. So we can see out of the whole general population, we see more female students admitting that yes, I use organic products. Are we understanding this, please?
Yes, sir.
Because this is female and this is yes, you can see this is a legend helping you understand how this particular thing works here. So if we were to say, okay, we are not asking them if they use organic product anymore, we can remove this and then ask, you can see now, this is just the percentage of male and female from the responses. So if we decide to ask them, have you ever heard about organic product? Or let's look for a different question. Do you verify blah blah blah? What do you mostly use organic products for? I think that is a multi-choice. We need to clean that. Do you think organic products are relatively cheap? So let's bring this in. So from here, you can see blank is leading, which is very, very wrong. People who decided to answer that, they are not sure. They didn't answer if organic products are expensive. But we can see that more females are admitting that organic products are quite expensive. Is this still confusing or you find it very difficult to interpret this visual? I need you to come in, ask me questions. That's the best way I can share with you or make you understand better. I'm hoping to get a question, please, or somebody who's going to tell us they are lost, or somebody saying this is a particular point they don't understand, or somebody. I just need to hear back from you. While I'm waiting, I can take this question out and say, okay, why do you use organic products? I'm waiting for us to speak, please. So it's a long one as well. Can you hear me, please? The lady that has been responding.
Yes,
we
sir.
still together? So let's see. Why do you use organic products? We don't need visuals for this. We're going to put this off. They are cheaper to use. These responses are quite ambiguous. So we cannot visualize that with this. I was going to say Power BI would have been the best option for them. Any question, please? Or we go back to cleaning the data sets to make more sense. So remove field. All of these are not working at the moment. But you said you had your analysis tab at the top here.
Okay, guys, I've joined.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me go back to the data set and see if I can let's fix some of the errors that are happening here. So Anambra, somebody's raising a hands up. Please go ahead.
Sorry, sir. My network mistakenly took me out of the meeting, so I didn't know. I don't know what you said just from way back.
Way back as where, please? What was the last thing you heard me say?
When you were asking about those who are lost about what we've been saying.
Okay, I think I have some questions I can use to answer that. Please just hold on. Organic products spoil easily. Organic products are cheaper than synthetic products. Do you use organic product? Okay, this apply this. I can say start with your table. Let's wait so the pivot part comes out there at the bottom. I'm waiting for my fields to come out here. Expand this. Pivot table is beginning to lag right now. Please let me know, just try it from your end. Let me know what you can see, because this one is beginning to take time to load. The fields are meant to pop up here. The lady who just joined, please, can you confirm when you open a pivot table, do you have analyze or pivot table as a new tab here?
I have analyze, design, and format.
So I don't know how to do the pivot table.
So doing a pivot table is this easy. I think I'll use the first sheet. I believe everybody has a copy of this sheet. So if I need it again, you will send to me. So I'm going to do it this way. I will come back this. So I'm going to select this. So to get a pivot table, you can just go to your insert. Okay. As a pivot table, this is where it is coming from, and then just click OK. So it should show you something like this. So when you have something like this, just let me know what you can see on your screen. This desktop is beginning to lag. So just select about 3 to 4 columns together, and then go to your insert, click on pivot table, and then let me know what you can see. Or if there's anyone willing to share their screen, I'll walk you through what to do.
So there is pivot chart and pivot table. So
at the top here, right?
Yeah, there's as per like the drop down menu showing pivot chart and pivot table. Which one should I pick?
Pivot charts, please. No, pivot chart is for diagram. Pivot table.
Okay.
Pivot table. But I'm trying to understand why this is lagging. Let me try see if I can open some of this. Copy and take out as discussed. This. Okay. Let me try and work on the new sheets. Control A.
Something create pivot table.
Yes, then you should select where the pivot table should come from. That's why I said highlight this first. Just go to your sheets. I'm coming here. Highlight everything, Control A. Then you move to insert, and then you bring your pivot table in. Mine is beginning to lag behind. Okay, I was going to clean all of this. Fair skin, dark skin. So let me do this. Just hold on.
So it's not working.
Just let's start afresh. Tell me what you can see on your screen. Or if you would like to walk, like share your screen with us, I'll tell you exactly what to do, and then we'll try it out.
Okay, sir.
Maybe we'll have a physical meeting in the next one. This is data, text column, then the limited text.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Just hold on, let me look into that. Just hold on. Let's go back into Teams. I can't see your screen yet. Try to move around. Let me see if I can see your screen. Okay, yes, I think I can.
Okay, so this is my sheet one where I highlighted everything.
Okay. Then go to insert.
I'll come to pivot.
No. Go back to where you highlighted everything.
Okay.
Just go to insert. No, from the extreme left. Extreme, is that left or right from you? Good. So you are going to see pivot table. If you check on that file, I can see it already. At your left-hand side.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yes, good.
So I should just tap on it.
Yes, tell it from range, from that table or range. Yes, go ahead. Good. So now just click OK. You say the pivot table is not valid. You must have a data and a list label if you are changing the sheet. Just click OK. It should still go. Cancel it at the top. Cancel it at the top. Convert it into a table. Press Ctrl T. Click on My Table Has Header. You can see that little checkbox by the left. Good. Then click OK. Good. Now do the pivot table again now. Go to your Insert tab. Then bring your pivot table.
So, okay.
Good. Yes. That's the name of the table you just created. Good. Okay. This is exactly what I've been asking for. Just hold on. Just hold on. Good. You can see from my own end, I wasn't having that analyze pivot table. So this is how it works. I believe everybody can see her screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you'll notice by the right-hand side, you see a list of all the columns you have from the sheet you brought in. You can see department, year, gender. So now you're also going to see filter columns. It means you can drag them there. So first off, drag gender into rows. Gender. Good. So you can also drag gender again into values, meaning you want it to count the number of persons that appear in this place. So you can, now what this does is, the value part is where you do all your summarization. You want to convert it into figures. So this is telling you how male and female is distributed within your data set. Are you understanding this, please?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a one-dimensional pivot table. Now, you see that place where they wrote count of gender, double-click inside of it and just write gender. Or just say count. Just put. Good. Just call it count. Good. Click OK. Now you see that place where you have row label, put gender there. Good. So it's easy for you to understand, and it means the gender and then the count of persons that fit into that gender. This is a one-dimensional pivot table. Now go back to your pivot table fields. Drag a column that asks if they think organic product is more expensive. There's a place that asks if organic product is expensive.
Yeah.
At your pivot table fields, the right hand side. No, click inside your pivot table. Don't be scared, it will come back. Just click anywhere in that gender thing. Good. Good. You can see, drag the question that says organic products. Okay, let's start with organic products spoil easily. Now, drag it under rows again, meaning you want it to appear under each gender. No, take it out. Now, click on it under that rows and drag it outside.
Under the rows there?
Yes, and then you drag it outside. It will disappear. Drag it to the left. Did you do that?
Yes, sir.
Did you go out?
No.
So drag it to your left. No, don't drag it to the top. Like drag it outside. Good. Do you think organic products? Okay, now I can see the question that says, do you think organic products are relatively cheaper? So drag it under rows or column, which any way you want it to go.
Okay, sir.
So let's see. Good. I think, okay, let's do a test. Just look into this. Tell me something you think you understand with the numbers. You don't have to be correct. This is how I can tell we are understanding this.
Okay.
What do you think this is saying?
It's saying 402 out of the 1,176 females, 402 said no.
Yes, it's correct. Go ahead.
227 are not sure, they're undecided. 250 said yes. I don't know about the blank. Then for the male, out of the 1,222, 207 chose no, 171 chose undecided, and 399 chose yes. I don't really know about the blank.
Okay. So this is trying to tell you how each and every one of them is feeling about this. Meaning you are using gender to judge if gender plays a role in all of these things we are doing. I think before we proceed, someone is raising their hands up. The person raising his or her hand up, can you say something? Okay, for the lady speaking, I think we can proceed from here. So I believe you are understanding this better now, how pivot table works. It shows you how all of these things are distributed across your data sets. So let's look for more questions here. Does skin tone matters about how they feel about this thing? Does skin tone really matter? So which means you need to go find a question that asks their skin type. So you can drag that into columns.
Into?
Columns.
Is it skin color?
Yes.
I should drag into columns.
Yes.
Okay.
So look into these numbers. Tell me what you think.
687 females are dark, while 489 are fair. Then 861 males are dark, while 361 are fair. Then they divided remaining into dark and fair.
Okay, let's now do it this way. Just looking at the numbers, do you think what was the first question asked again? The first one was gender and what? Do you think okay, they are cheaper? So now tell me, between light skin and dark skin, which of them feel organic products are cheaper than other products? Just give me a particular a particular skin type. Just take a look at the number and tell me, do light skinned people or dark skinned people feel organic products are cheaper? Which of them think so?
I think it's dark skin.
So in this dark skin, is it the male or the female, or it falls between both of them?
The male.
You see how you are able to come up with the answers, right? Because you can see the numbers flying around. Does this help us understand things better?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now, converting to percentage, this is where you right-click inside of those figures. So let's first remove those blanks. So you are going to move to gender, that place where you have gender. You are going to see a drop-down button and untick the blank. Now, if you check at the top again, you can see one that says column label, change it to skin type, and then make sure you remove irrelevant ones. So double click and change the name or skin color, depending on how you want to put it.
I've done it, sir.
Okay, good. So I think this helps you understand your pivot table well. So now you can now convert these figures into numbers. So go into where you have those numbers and right click.
As per here.
Yes, just click on any of those numbers. Now you can see show value as, meaning how do you want these values to show? Do you want to use them as average? So you can see as a percentage of grand total. Now, percentage of grand total means I want these figures to show as the percentage of, I think we have over 2,000 figures of people, right? The number of everybody that filled this form. Now, that is grand total, meaning I want to know the percentage of how many people that say no out of all the 2,000. Now, you can also see we have percentage of column total. Column total now simply means, you see that we have a column there called dark. It means that for every column you have, it is automatically 100%. So if you are trying to do something like percentage of grand total, it means how many percentage of dark-skinned people feel that it is cheap. Are you getting this? We also have percentage of row total. Percentage of row total here simply means for everybody that said no, we are considering them as 100%. So out of the 100% that have said no, how many of them are dark? How many of them are this? So just put it as percentage of grand total. You are trying to evaluate using everybody that has filled this form. Percentage of grand total. Good. So now,
sir, the blank is still showing.
The skin color, did you remove blanks?
Yes, sir.
The question, there was a point where we asked them if they use organic product or they think organic products is cheaper. Did you take care of that as well? So just bring gender down again. Skin color has been fixed. So one of the questions still has blank in it. Okay, that is fixed. Good. Just click outside. Let's see what's going on here.
I found it.
Good. So take care of it, meaning you are not looking at them. So go click on that pivot table, analyze.
Okay.
At the top. That was what I was lacking in mind, and it wasn't giving me control of what I had. Good. So you are going to see, hold on, there should be a place that lets you take out this percentage. Just hold on. Good. Inside, count. Now click on that field settings. You see field settings at the good. What does it show? It says counts. Okay, just click OK, take it out. I think it doesn't show in yours. There should be a place where we can take this percentage out.
What's the?
Just click OK. That is if you want to. That's good. It doesn't show here. When I think next one, when I come for a physical class or an online, I'm going to make sure I come with one that has all of this. So, but from here now, just okay, go ahead. You have a question.
I wanted to ask what you were looking for. Like
there's a spot where you can take the grand total out. Please click on the grand total column. That place where you have grand total rating. Still doesn't change.
Like this?
Yes. You should be able to take it out. It is not here.
Should I check the actions?
Yes, go ahead. But it shouldn't bring that out. But go ahead. Okay, yeah. Yes, it is. It
Is it
says,
clear?
no, don't clear everything. It says remove pivot table. Don't clear it, please. There's an arrow button underneath it. Use that to open, but not clear itself. Just no, just don't click on it, please. Just leave it. I'll fix it the next one we come from. Tell me something about these figures. Just try to tell me a story about it. Remove undecided to filter them out.
Sorry?
Remove undecided. You know, the way you filtered out blank, let's filter out people that said they have not decided. That's for gender.
Decided.
Yes, you were able to remove it when you took out blank earlier.
Okay. I've already filtered that blank. It's only
Yes,
few.
I know. The question that answers, the question that asks yes or no, please go to skin color again.
It's supposed to show me field.
This is blank. It is not here. It is. We still have one of this that is missing. Let me look into it.
Yes. Okay.
Good. So
I
remove
filtered
it.
it out.
Good. So just tell me something general about this. I think you don't have to be perfect. Just look around it. This is how I can tell maybe we have some level of understanding to pivot tables.
Basically, 48% of the people that thought it's cheaper are female, while 51, approximately 52% are males.
Okay, so which means which gender feels organic products are cheaper?
Yes.
Let's look at if there is a correlation between people that say that it is cheaper.
35.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I said that, and out of the 48%, 28%, 28.9% are dark, while 19.22 are fair, while out of the 51.99%, 35.64 are dark males, while 16.35 are fair males.
Okay, so you can convert this into a pivot chart, but that's data visualization is another different topic on its own. So now let's go back to our fields. How about how does organic products, what is the effect of organic products on people's screen? I see there was a point where we were asking if they have ever encountered any maybe irritations or anything from using organic product. Just scroll down. Now, let's see what do people think about organic products spoiling easily. So what you do is click on this pivot table, the one you've created already, and press Ctrl A. Inside the pivot table, please. Now like copy it. Yes, copy it and paste it elsewhere. Just paste it elsewhere. Good. So now we are going to work inside of this new, hit enter, please. Good. Now we are now going to remove all of this. Please take gender out.
From rows.
Yes, good. You know how you dragged the other things out. So take all of this gender and everything out. Leave only that count alone.
Or should I just unclick it?
No, don't unclick. Just drag them out. Okay, unclick. Let's see. Dragging doesn't work. Just drag them out to the left. No, click, hold it, and drag. It's not moving out. No, don't drag it to the right, to the left. Like drag them to, yes. It is not going out.
Like this.
Yes, Excel is beginning to lag
It went
again.
out.
Okay, yes. So take skin
Yes.
color out.
I should take skin color out.
Yes. So this is answering, remove that, do you think organic, those ones, take them out.
I should also clear it out.
Yes, the one that says, do you think, good. So this is 100% of everything you have. Scroll down through those questions. Let's answer some other things. Just keep scrolling down. I'm trying to look into them. Now let's look at organic products spoiling easily. So drag that question to rows. So you can see we need to do a lot of cleaning on that column. So for those who did the questioning, was it a free to, was it that they were free to write anything they like, or the answers were controlled?
That for which one?
For this particular question.
So easily. Um, Can't seem to find it.
It says organic products spoil easily. I'd like you to scroll through it, please. I want to see how many options we have there. Because I am seeing depending, I am seeing depends, I am seeing depends on the, and each and every one of them is distinct. The lady sharing her screen, please. I want to see all the options that are there.
There are different answers here.
Okay, so many people were allowed to write things there.
I think they were. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we need to work on that. Please take that out. What did you say?
I think it was yes, no, and I think they're also allowed to write what they feel.
Okay, so which means we need to learn about encoding. I'll teach us how to encode. In encoding, we are going to be putting keywords. So if somebody says depend, we put maybe 1. If they said yes, we put 2. If they said so, then we put 3. So please take that question out. Let's see something else we can easily work with. For the lady sharing her screen. Can you still hear me?
Sir?
Yes, just drag organic products spoil easily out, please.
Sir?
I need you to drag this question from rows out. Just take it out.
The organic products.
Yes, you know how to do that, right? The one that says organic products spoil easily.
To the right.
To the left, like we want to take it out of the pivot table.
So I'm having network issues. Sorry about that.
Okay, let me see if it's going to work. My end here again.
Sam, I'm having network issues. So
yeah,
you said take it to the right or to the left?
To the left, like you want to remove it.
Oh, okay.
Good. So I need you to scroll down.
Like this?
Yes, yes. Scroll down again to those columns. Let's see if there are some we can work with. And I think we need to spend plenty of time cleaning this data before we even analyze.
So a question with more regulated answers.
Okay.
offer more health benefits than inorganic.
Okay. Can she find that? I don't know if she can hear us.
Can you I'm to look for it?
Okay.
So what was the question again?
They offer more health benefits.
Oh, I found it. I should move it to the rows.
Yes. Yes, please. I don't know if it's moving on your screen. Okay, yeah. So I don't have an opinion. Okay. Say something about this. Maybe the second lady speaking. Tell us something about this.
So 71% of everybody taking the survey believes that organic products offer more health benefits than inorganic products.
Yeah. Do you think we should consider skin tone or skin color to see how this is even distributed? And I believe she knows how to do that now. Let's see how this 71% is spread out according to gender first.
Okay. Gender.
I think the person. Okay, go ahead. What did you say?
So where would we put gender if we want to?
You can put it in column. You can put it in column this time around.
Okay.
You can drag them anywhere as long as you can interpret it.
So from my end here.
So I've done it.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
From my end here, 34% of females said yes, while 36.61% of males said yes as well. That's how it's distributed.
Okay, and that is over 70% of the whole population. So which means we can easily just put the conclusion that yes, most people believe that organic products are, or what's the question again? That organic products offer more health. Yes. I think this will help us have a better understanding on how we are going to shape the analysis.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's why I said it's going to be preferable. We have a particular set. I don't know how many people you have in your team. You have some people do the technical thing. You have some people interpret. You have some people write it.
All right.
Is that okay? So we are still going to have a section that I'm going to walk you through how to clean the data set, because the data set is really, really dirty. I mean, especially those questions that have multi-choice answers, how to segment them. You know, there are places where we have things like carrots and the rest mentioned. Okay, do people go for organic products that have carrots, that have this, that have that? We can't answer all of this question right now because we need to spend time cleaning it. Do we get that, please? Any questions so far, so you can at least do some things from your end? Do we have any questions?
From our end.
What can you do?
Yes.
Okay, just hold on. Let me look in. Let me look in the data set. Okay, good. These are some of the things I would like you to do. The state does not count. I'm trying to look into it. What do you think about organic products from natural ingredients? Okay, good. The lady sharing her screen.
Sir?
Good. So I need you to write a function. Go back to the sheet, please. I'll try one and then you start with that to clean.
This one?
The sheet where you have the main data set.
That's this one.
Yes. So scroll to the left or to the right, please. To scroll to the left so we can see other columns. So first off, convert. I believe everybody knows how to convert those years of birth into age. I believe we all know how to do that.
Yes, sir. I
Good.
forgot to do mine.
We can also do correlation analysis, but I think that will be too far for now. Please scroll again. I'm trying to look. Keep scrolling. You can choose as many as possible. Okay. Now, on the column that says organic products are safer than inorganic products. Now, this is where we want to solve the problem of multi-choice question. Right-click on it and click on insert. So meaning we need to separate. We have what we call normalization. You shouldn't have two options inside of one. Did you click on delete? Now press Ctrl Y like 2 times. Meaning repeat.
Hey.
Yes, good. Yes, now go to the column before this particular column. There's a column where we have multi-choice. Yes, this particular one. So click on this column.
So there's nothing.
There is something
Is
there.
it this one?
No, keep scrolling.
Hey.
The one that has the multi-choice question, I think is on column.
So I think I've missed.
On column J. You are not. Just scroll to the right, like you are going to the beginning.
Oh, sorry. Okay. IJ.
Yes, this
He's saying,
particular
have
one.
you heard about organic products?
No, it says, what do you think organic products are? Click on that one.
Like this?
Did you click on the column? So now go to data at the top. Yes, you will notice that people were picking multiple options, right? You can see somebody says they are products made by local producer. That same person also said they are products from unprocessed ingredients, and the person still picked a couple of other options. Are we following, please?
Yes, sir.
We need to separate individual
I
options.
was, but
I think her network is
So,
breaking.
what did you say I should do? I'm so sorry.
So go to data.
I can hear you now.
Go to data. Data tab at the top. When I mention tabs are those file, home, insert, draw, page layout. Are you getting this? They are called tabs. Good. So you are going to see text to column. Now, text to column under the data ribbon. Those things are called ribbon.
Sir?
There's text to column at the middle.
Sir?
Yes, just hold on. Take it easy. You are under the data tab now, right? Look at the options that are there. They are called ribbon. So take a look at it. You'll see one that says data to ribbon. You'll see text to column there. Just look at it. Did you find text to column? As the other lady seen it, it is right in front of you right now. I can see it. I think there's another lady speaking.
Yes, sir.
Did you see text to column?
Yes.
Yes. How do we show her where it is?
Under data tools, I can
click on it.
Okay, so tell me what you can see. Good. So now text to column allows you spread out.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. For future references, please, text to column is used when you want. Yes, it helps you spread out your data set. So you are going to click on delimited. Delimited. Delimited means a separator. Yes, something that separates them. So now click on next. So can somebody tell me what separates each options in that column?
Commas and
Thank you.
space.
Yes. So now just click on comma. Now you see that place where you have others. Okay, good. Yes. Just use that comma. Good. Just select comma. So now what this simply means is anywhere you see a comma, separate them. Are we getting that?
Yes, sir.
So now click on next.
Sir?
Click on next. I need you to check if it has been separated. Just that place where you can preview it, drag it to the right. Let's see if it has separated them.
Like this?
No, use the nav bar. There's one bar underneath. Use it to move. Good. Yes, okay, it is working. So now you click on finish. Can you see how it separates all of it? Somebody's raising his or her hand up. Let's hear you.
So I can't see her screen, so I can follow what she's doing and do it on my
Is that
system.
same for every other person? Don't click on OK, please.
Hey.
Did you click on OK? Don't worry, just press Ctrl Z. It returns you to where you're coming from. Okay, the person raising his or her hand up. Let's hear
Can
you,
you see?
please. Yes, I can see your screen.
See her screen. I can't see her screen, so I can follow what she's doing.
I'm asking if it is the same for every other person. Can you see her screen? Because I can.
No, I can't see her screen.
You can't see her screen?
No, we can't.
Yeah, I can see her screen.
Because I can see her screen from my end. How many of us can't see her screen, please? You can't see her screen. Just say yes.
Yes.
One person.
Yes.
2, 3. How many of you can see her screen?
I can.
Okay.
I can see it.
I can't.
Then I think, okay. I think we have more people who can see her screen. So I think the problem is from your end. Are you inside your Teams hub?
Yes.
You should be able to see her screen. The lady sharing her screen, what was the error you got the last time? It was telling you that you have data in the other columns, right?
Yes.
It means you need to create more space. So still do more of that insert. And I believe you understand what I mean by inserts now. I believe the next training we should do it physical, please. So I can walk in the class. Then I'll plan things. So insert a column next to it. Insert a column. No, not on that place. If you insert a column now, it will go to the right.
Okay, so I should go to the one before, like this one here.
The one after. No, go to the one after the column you want to work on.
There's already column.
Yes, on
I
that
should
column 5.
reinsert.
Yes, so on that column 5, insert maybe 3 more. The next training will be preferably a physical one.
I've inserted.
Yes, insert more so it can contain it.
Okay. I have 4 now. Is that okay?
Yes. So now go back to spread it. This time around, I won't tell you what to do. Just go ahead and spread that column. Let's see if
Can you see my screen?
yes, I can still see your screen.
I can see it now.
You can't see?
No,
Maybe
I can see it now after
Okay.
rejoining.
Okay. What's the name of the person sharing her screen, please? Can you hear me?
Can you all see my screen? Yes, I
Yes,
can
we
hear
can.
you.
Okay, please. I would like you to split this column across, and I believe you understand why we are splitting them, right?
Yes.
Good. So split it using the steps I showed you. You are free to ask me question, but I want you to try it first.
Can you see what I'm doing? Because if you can't see
Yeah.
it, alert me. So I clicked on delimited and next. Then I've already clicked on the comma already. So next. Then you just like check it to confirm that it's Did you get it?
Please, you can
So
ask
Are you
her
still with me?
questions. Yes, we are with you.
So do you guys understand to this point?
yeah. So we just click finish.
Yes.
What
So
about
I
this error?
saying there's already data.
Yes, it still
Do
means
you also
now.
have the error?
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
this still means that many people. How many options did you put in that question, please? It
Sir?
still means that how many options did you put in that question while creating the form?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
Now, you see in that
9.
form, good. Now, this is what's happening. When you put a it is called checkbox. Are you with me? When you put a checkbox, it means
Yes.
that people should pick as many options as applicable to them. So there are chances that somebody have picked maybe like 8 options, and you know each and every one is separated with a comma. Are you understanding this, please?
Yes, sir.
So this means if you want to
Yes, sir.
spread it, what is going to happen if you need to spread it?
You have to insert as many cells as possible.
So there are
Exactly.
5 options. There are 5
Okay.
options there. Yeah, there
Okay.
are 5 options. Yeah.
So create more, you need to create more storage so it can spread across. Are you getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Any other question about it? So this is what I need you guys to do until we meet again. For every column that has checkbox, separate all of them. Is that okay? Look for inconsistency, remove the date of birth. For those whose years of birth is not relevant, please delete them. For those who have not selected their state of origin properly, remove them. Are we taking note of this, please?
Yes, sir.
Convert all
So
of.
I'm not with you, sir.
They'll tell you. They are just going to
Sir?
write it down. They'll explain to you. So first off, all wrong year of birth should be taken out. That's part of your data cleaning process. All multi-choice questions, and when I say multi-choice, I mean check boxes where people select more than one options, they should all be splitted out. Are we getting this, please?
Yes, sir.
Let
No,
me look
sir.
for the
My network was lagging.
So I think you guys are in the same group, or you can communicate with yourself. Fair dark, yes. Organic products, this. I'm trying to look in the data sets to see. Hold on. Good. Just hold on, please. I'm trying to see what you have. This should be in column 2. Good. So backup student department medicine. So by the time we meet, I would like you to tell me how many responses we have from each department. Are we getting this, please?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You should already know how to find the average age of your respondent, how many males and how many females we have. Are we following, please? How many dark skinned, how many light skinned?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all checkbox questions should be splitted. Organic product are safer to. Okay, I'm trying to look into these. Organic products are more healthy. Okay, I have no opinion. Organic products spoil easily. Okay. Do you use organic products? So now the part that says, if you take a look, you're going to see a column that says, what do you mostly use organic products for? You have to split that too as well. I hope we are getting all of this.
So,
Yes.
so how do you split? How do you split?
Okay. Let me give you an example. Please, you can stop sharing so I share my screen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Okwemekwa, you can ask your question.
So I wanted to ask what the criteria is for removing inconsistencies in the age, because it is possible that a BAPOC student is 30 years old. At what age do we remove someone's data?
Yes, the inconsistency here is not about their age. I'm talking about somebody who is filled 2024, 2023, 2099. Are you getting this?
Yes,
So it is
I'm-
not their age. I mean, wrong year of birth.
Okay, sir.
Good. So you should look at the column that asks for their state of origin as well. I'm looking through this so I can tell you all of the things you need to do. So I'll share my screen with you. It should be up in a second. So just tell me what you can see. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So if you take a look at this, you can see some are saying for health, hair growth, skin healing. You can see people selecting multi-choice answers here. So if I was going to separate all of them, I am going to insert more columns here. So meaning I have inserted a new one now. Control Y is going to repeat that again. Repeat, 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 repeat. So I have multi-columns I've added to the left. So I'm going to select this one, that's column R right now, and say I would like to split the options that were provided here. Text to column is what you use to do that. Fixed width is when you want to say, oh, the first 3-letter words should be separated. Delimited means there's a particular thing I want you to use as a separator between them. So that's why we are choosing a delimited. We click on next. You can see here we are passing comma. Mean anywhere you see a comma, move it to the next column. So that's why you can see hair growth standing on its own, skin healing standing on its own. Are we understanding this, please?
So each extra answer will have its own
Column. Yes, exactly. So we hit next and then we hit finish. Can you see that everything has moved now?
Yes.
So we have one option at a time in this place. So for every column that has multi-choice questions like this, I'll need you to separate them. Is that okay? This is also an example. This is one. It says, please state any reason replaceable. Okay, this, you're not going to analyze this. Same as this one too. Are we following, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so this is where, yes. So this particular one, we are going to be using a text search. We'll have to do that next time we meet. What are the organic products? Where are your organic products manufactured? I think this one too is multi-choice. You can see somebody answering. I think this person picked all of the options you've added there. So you separate all of them. And for this one, just leave this one. I think this is not multi-choice. So this is clean, undecided. And then here it says no, yes, no, yes. So now for every question that you have yes or no as the answer, are we following, please?
Yes, sir.
Just for us to run correlation and analysis, I don't know if you are taking note of this, please don't forget. we are going to encode them. Encoding means we are converting it into 1 and 0. Are we still getting it? So this is how you encode. We are going to use a function called if, which I think is the last thing we'll do today. So now you can see this is the place where we have either yes or no, right? So for me to encode yes or no into 1 and 0, we are going to call a function called if. So which is going to be equal to, I hope we are getting this.
Yes.
It's equal to if, and then we open a parenthesis. So you can see the first thing here is the logical test. And the test is going to be if whatever it is that is inside this cell, can you see? I pass a comma. If whatever that it is that is inside this cell, okay, let's do it this way, is equal to, into a quotation, no, then I pass a comma, I can say 0, meaning if whatever it is that is inside this column, have you experienced any side effects from using organic products? If the answer is equal to 0, put, if the answer is equal to no, put 0, then you pass a comma to say 1 if the value is false. I'm just going to show you how it works, and then I'll try a new one, you'll see. Can you see that everything has been encoded now? Let me try and make all of these things balance. So you notice this is no. You can see it says 0. For this person who said yes, are we getting this? So let me do it somewhere simple where you can easily understand. Where's sheet 1? Good. Let's look for questions.
I want to see your formula bar for it once more. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Oh, okay.
So I'm inserting this into a range. So you have something like this. So take a look. I said this is equal to if, and I say if whatever it is we have in this cell is equal to this, let's say we can say if it's equal to yes. I think I've explained to you that all texts are going to be in a quotation, right? Are you still with me?
Yes.
So if O2 is equal to yes, then we tell you to do what? Say 1. Close the parenthesis. So if you want to pass another option, you can see, I can see some people are saying not sure, not sure, not sure. I can decide to say, since I want to pass another if, I'm going to say again, if, open another bracket, if this same cell again is equal to no. I hope this is not confusing yet. So if this place is equal to yes, put 1. If the place is equal to 0, if it's equal to no, then we now tell it put 0. And then if the place is equal to maybe something else again, we can then say 3. So we close it and we hit enter. So you can see it is saying 1 because it says yes. So by the time we copy it now, can you see we have 3 here showing? So I'll need you to do this too. But only do it for a column that has either yes or no.
Okay.
Did we take note of all these things?
If.
So here is it. Let me do it again. This is what you're expected to do. By doing insert, it is equal to if this. So I'm going to say if this thing here is equal to, in quotation, yes, write 1. Okay, I pass a comma, write 1. And if it's not equal to yes, put 0. You can see how simple it is.
Yes.
Can you see my formula? I hit enter. Your own is putting what? When I copy it downwards, it automatically encodes that. What did you say?
It's putting the name at do you use organic products?
Yes, it is because you are using a table. I'm using a range. So if this is going to be a long time project, you understand all of these things. I promise to teach you. Now, if you want to move out of the range, look at the top here. For the lady asking me,
Yes.
If you look at the top here, you should see something that says table, part of your
Yes.
tabs. Now click on it.
Yes.
You can see I don't have mine. Did you click on it?
Yes, sir.
So if you look somewhere around here, you see something that says convert to range.
Convert.
Or something that says range.
No.
It is there. Did you click on table design at the top here?
Yes.
Good. So look at somewhere around this spot. You see something that's mentioned the word range.
No. Sir, no.
Would you like to share your screen?
Okay.
Let me know when you share so I can.
I'm sharing now.
Okay, just
See
hold
it.
on.
Okay.
Okay, good. So table, it is meant to show. It is because you are currently typing. Click anywhere inside the cell, please. Don't click twice, just click anywhere. Click any cell.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Can you see revert to range?
Has it worked? Okay, it has worked. Right.
Yes. So please go and write that function. So those are the things I need you to prepare down before we proceed.
Okay.
Any more questions, please? So I think you have something to do now. You know where this is going to. So first, think of it as this way. Number one is we are going to clean our data sets, which is what you are going to spend most of the time doing. After cleaning our data set, we will now do the analysis. This is where we are comparing how many boys says yes to this, how many girls say yes to that, how many people say there's purple in their organic products. We call it extracting insights. We are doing the analysis. Then third, we are going to do visualization. Are we following, please? Visualization, meaning we are going to present all of this in charts and graph. Then the last thing is we are going to write a report on it. So I believe this is giving us a roadmap on how to handle this project.
Yes, sir. But sir, please can you show your screen once? I want to see the formula bar.
So why not me walk you through how to do it so you don't look at my formula every time? I need you to understand how it works. Can you still share your screen? Or do you want me to share mine so you just see the formula? I would like that you really understand how it works.
I understand how it works. It's just the formula
Okay.
itself that.
Okay, just hold on.
Thank you, sir.
Should be able to share. Yes. Good. So there you go. So you can see if this cell is equal to yes, then give me 1, otherwise give me 0. So for all the cells that have yes or no, please convert it into this. We are going to be needing this for correlation analysis. So this is an example.
Yeah. Okay, sir, let me share my screen.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, so this one asks, okay, good. So this is another column. I'm going to copy this. Okay, from one of the columns we've included. So you really understand what I mean by correlation analysis. So I'm going to bring this in. It starts copying cells. Good. You can still see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to say it's equal to if what I have here is equal to yes, and give us 1. Otherwise, any other thing they say, just give me 0. So when I say you can still see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to copy this, copy, and then paste them as value so they can show exactly how they are. Paste as value. So I can remove our output here, Control Y. So really give me enough space. So take a look at this. You can come to data analysis here. Please, you don't need to master this for now. I can say correlation analysis. I click this, and then the input range, I'm going to select this, moving to Control Shift to the left, downwards. And I say, okay, good, work with this. I'll say group them according to the column, output range, and I say, give me the results. Output range. And I say, give me the results somewhere around here. Good. And I click on OK. It says input page not numeric. Of course, it is numeric. Yes. First label is good. It just means that it comes out. Okay. This Control shifts to the right, to the left. Good. Can you see the results here now? So correlation analysis measures how effect in one thing changes the other. So this correlation here, it is measured between 1 and -1. I'll explain to you later as it goes on. So it means, is it that the more we have, think of it this way, we can say the more expensive organic products get, the lesser people buy it, or is it the more expensive it gets, the more they buy it? This is what always answers that question. So when you see anything closer to 1, than it is lesser to, than it is closer to -1. I will explain as it goes on, please. I just need you to understand why you are encoding. This is where the question is coming from. So we can see that this one is more closer to -1 than it is closer to 1, because we have 1.2. 0.1 is closer to 0 than it is closer to 1. So what this is just telling us is there is no correlation between organic products spoiling and people using organic products. So it is just saying each and every one is standing on its own. So you learn how to do all of this, but to make things faster, please do all of those things that I've asked you to do. Any question, please?
Sadly, if this is not working.
Share your screen with me.
Sir.
Yeah, so let me see. So you said if A2 is equal to, you didn't put an equal to sign. Now take a look at it. You say if A2, comma, it is meant to be if A2 is equal to yes, rather than a comma.
Like this.
Yes. So you need to remove the equal to that follows after.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So you double click on it. You know how to relate it downwards, right?
Yes, sir.
So any more questions so our doctor can come in, please?
All right, I think we have done well, and I want to thank our tutor once again for spending this time with us. I want to believe we all got the details. Those of you who kept quiet. I know some people just logged in and left and went away. They should well done. All right. We're going to communicate or reach back to you. He's going to tell us his most convenient, and we'll see how, so that we can meet physically and interact better. But let's get this assignment done. The assignment here is given. Let us get it done so that we can move on to the next stage. So you see that we just finished one aspect of the whole thing, which is to gather the data. We then, that reminds me. So in your group, get 2 more persons. You are standing in as a group leader, yes. You get 2 more persons who will be telling the story, because as you are doing the analysis, the person needs to start gathering the information, making sense of the data, and also the third person. Who's the third person, sorry, again? You mentioned.
Okay, we are going to have one person who is doing the analysis. Another person is going to be in charge of writing, then another person will visualize. I'll teach all of that, especially the visualization as well.
Okay. All right. So next week we'll have to meet next week because we don't have time. So we can settle all of this, and then from there we'll move on to other things. So I want to thank everybody. I don't know if there's any remark. I'm not sure if anyone has anything to say. Can quickly say or ask a question, but if not, group A, B, we meet on Monday for our class. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're going to pray again. Is Louise here? Class rep. Let's start catching those who are not here, who claim to be here and are not here. Where is class rep? Okay.
Sorry,
Miracle, yes?
Sir, please, what was this assignment?
Which one?
For the Excel, he said he gave us an assignment.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that one later. But we are all those things you are doing. If what if this is this equals to this, and if not, those things, cleaning up of the data, those are the assignments he gave to you. You may have to run that.
I think Ibukoluwa got them, if I'm right. I think she was paying attention.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get them across to her.
All right, thank you very much. All right. Who is praying for us? Let's call Ikechukwu. Where are you? Chidubem Samuel. Ikechukwu is not here. Dixon, where are you?
I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Ikechukwu Chidubem Samuel is here.
Okay, Ikechukwu, pray for us.
In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, Lord, we thank you, Lord. We come to you now, Lord Jesus. Father, Lord, thank you for what we have achieved today, oh Lord. Father, Lord, we say the group project that we have, oh Lord, we shall carry it out mightfully in Jesus' name. Amen. Father, Lord, whatever we have done today, we shall be able to pour it into our Excel sheets and be able to analyze it perfectly in the name of Jesus. Well, in Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome. So see you next week for the next edition. Thank you. Okay. All right.